So about the survey, so we conducted a survey of family offices, gauging their familiarity, exposure, and concerns that they had with adopting artificial intelligence. We asked them kind of where they're at and what their future plans are in regards to AI, how they plan to deploy it, and any sort of barriers or that they had to adoption and deploying that functionality. So in terms of familiarity, I think this is one of those things where you'd have to be almost be living underneath a rock to not be somewhat familiar with AI. It certainly has jumped on the scene within the past 18 months to 2 years. Have been really one of the most dramatic trends in the family office technology and wealth tech for sure. The vast majority of folks are very familiar or somewhat familiar with AI, and just 11% of the respondents were not familiar with AI. Have they planned to incorporate AI, or have they incorporated? So the vast majority still have not incorporated AI. The 50% of folks have not incorporated AI into their family office practice. 25% have, and 25% plan to in the near future. Some of the ways that folks are planning to use AI include, back office operations would be one of the number one use cases where people are looking to kind of streamline their operations, leveraging AI. I think so much information that family offices deal with are in kind of documents, unstructured data that AI is really good at kind of converting unstructured information into structured information that's more usable for systems like accounting systems. Investment operations, so kind of delving into that to be able to take a look at outliers, be able to dig into subscription agreements, and then client communication is another area where they're looking to harness this capability. Will AI make you more productive? Obviously, the vast majority of folks said, 91% of the respondents said AI will make them more productive. I think the benefits of AI are kind of obvious, and the way that it can augment staff and allow them to be able to focus on higher value tasks and also kind of take care of some of the more repetitive domain expertise. It really can fill in the gaps there. Just 14%, though, as the survey said, when they're evaluating new technology purchases, that AI capabilities were a must. So while almost everyone says AI will make them more productive, when they are looking at a new technology purchase, they're not making AI a kind of requirement within that technology purchase. So that we found that probably one of the most surprising aspects of that survey was that particular aspect, the dichotomy between, yeah, I know AI is going to make me more productive. Obviously, when you're changing technology, you're upgrading technology, you're looking to become more productive. And that firms are not quite there, taking a look at that as kind of a primary driver. Only 8% see that AI is going to replace their job function. I think this is right in line with Eton Solutions' view of that. We feel that it's going to kind of the bionic accountant, or it's going to augment the human for sure. And we don't see that replacing staff. We actually just see staff to be able to function at a higher level. So the biggest concerns that we had out there, by far the biggest concern, almost everybody in the survey responded that data security and privacy was their top concern for them. Lack of understanding and expertise, which you can certainly understand as this kind of nascent technology and it's complicated. The cost of implementation and integration within their shop. Integration challenges, getting that to work with the systems that they have today. And then ethical considerations were also there, but it was a distant fifth. Certainly the biggest concerns that people had was around data security and privacy. These are some of the verbatim responses that people had in terms of when we asked them, like, okay, what additional resources would you need to feel more confident to adopt AI? And you can see, so you'll have that, but it's around training, it's around security and privacy and making sure that you're able to set it up correctly. It's about leveraging consultants to be able to help them on that journey. So I think it's kind of a pretty consistent theme here is people want training in this area, people want support in this area, people want to understand best practices that are set in place by other family offices, not just other technology firms, but more specific, how their peers are dealing with this. What is the best practices for family offices to be able to implement this technology? So these were some of the verbatims that we had on this particular issue. And then we asked, what specific features or functions would you like to see AI tailored to help you out in the family office, right? But it really a wide range of functions that people are looking to harness AI. I thought it was great. I just saw some of the use cases that people were trying to were filling out. We're like, wow, this is, people are looking to be creative for this. These are real pain points where people are trying to get help. I mean, there's so much information, the ability to kind of harnessed and to be able to kind of break down huge data sets is one of the things that people are looking for. Obviously, the kind of the more mundane, the elimination of data entry where you have to transcribe something from a document and input that into a system is certainly an area where people are looking help for. It's kind of like one of those baseline tasks. Automation of repetitive tasks, the ability to kind of even do more advanced cash flows when you're trying to do predictive analysis based on a multi-asset class portfolio and then be able to try to take a look out and see what your cash flows are going to be is some of those areas. Certainly around being able to work with client forms and to be able to do that communications in there as well, to be able to do client onboarding, account, uh, onboarding, those type of things that they're looking for help with, as well as these systems can integrate with CRMs and other systems.